board meeting of the Board of Directors for the Texarkana, Arkansas. We went into executive session to adopt a resolution accepting the contract for Tyler Richards as the new city manager, and to adopt a resolution making an appointment to the airport authority. On item number 7, on the resolution of accepting the contract for Tyler Richards, I would entertain a motion.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the contract for Tyler Richards as the new city manager.
Second.
So I have a motion and a second. Prior to us voting, is there any comments?
I do. I guess my concern about this is, which I talked to Tyler today, is, I guess, the money. You know, I was telling him that we had a person back from Virginia that wanted $185,000 to be city manager, and the board didn't even want to consider that. Matter of fact, he didn't really want to do a second interview until I called him up and had him to come back and do the second interview among the board members and stuff. If y'all don't, I don't remember what is his name. Not really a big issue. It's just the idea that all of a sudden, then the last city manager that we had, now, I know the paper said he was making $138,000, but I thought maybe he was making $135,000, $3,000 here and there, may not a big issue. But for us to go up that amount, you know, 170, that's one of my concerns. And what I would have did, probably made, see, I had asked for a copy of the city manager contract prior to this, and I did eventually get it. And what I was going to do, but I don't think it would have really mattered what I was going to do, because I told him, I know you got the votes for what been submitted, so why would you agree to something that if you already got the votes for the $170,000? But what I would have did, probably made 140, 145, and then put incentive in there and goals. Put priority. You know, the board would have gave you certain priority to do something, and you would have did this within the timeline, and had you certain goals out. And that, because to me, like I said, this your first, rodeo to be a city manager, and I hope you become a great city manager. And I told him I'm gonna work with him just as I did the last city manager. I'm gonna send him the information that I get from NLC and all the other government authority that I know to help put the city in the right direction. If he want to look at it, no, that's up to him. But I told him that was what I was going to do. Then I asked about the other thing, you know, that he have a year to opt out of being the city manager and get his job back if things don't go right. But, you know, I just kind of wish that any employee wish that they can try another job and get their job back. And like I said, y'all vote on the contract, and that's in the contract. And I don't think I need to wait till after the contract. And I think that was public record, if I'm not mistaken, based on what the press printed. So I'm almost quite sure that his contract is public record. So I'm not talking something that I don't need to be saying. But I just wish that, you know, and that's not a bad. I can see the good thing about that, and I can see the bad thing about that. But you got a year to get your job back if things don't go right. But I know this board may change, you know, and I understand his concern for the money. So, I'm not trying to say that he making it all about money. I'm make that clear. But I understand that too. But I just wish that it was done a little bit more better, you know, give you goals, and I ain't saying that the board cannot do that, give him goals and guidelines, but, you know, I, as a city director, you know, I'd have had about 4 or 5 city managers since I've been up here, you know, and I told Tyler that today, and I told him, you know, some were great, some was good, some was okay. I'm not going to get into what I think which of that, but I told him that I'm going to, like I said, give him the information that I get that to make the life of the city of Texarkana, especially Ward 2, better life than what they already have. And that's basically about what I have to say about that, you know. And the servants pay, I just told him not this last city manager, but the last city manager had 3 months service pay, and I know this was gonna be 4 months, but I hope that never become an issue, you know, the servant pay. But it's just certain things that's in here, and I need to tell the public that I'm just saying no, just to be saying no. Sometimes you may want, because see, my vote up here, I think is really important to me and to the people who I represent, you know, and I try to give some type of reason or fact why you get my no vote if you get it, because I just know that what was made, well, I really won't say, because he's not here to defend himself, but I know that the last meeting, the mayor said you can just vote no. But sometimes I'm not trying to say something bad about it because he's not here, but he did say that if you look at the last meeting.
When
So,
did he say that?
look at the last meeting and you'll see it. It's public knowledge. So if you're up there trying to defend the mayor, he said that in public. So, and he said that I can just vote. It wasn't on this issue here because I never really said how I would vote, but y'all probably already got the conclusion which way I was going with this, but y'all don't got the reason why. So, and that's basically it, and that's basically my reason behind all of this. So, that's basically for my comment. So,
Well, I'd like to say why I support this, and, you know, we've been through this process in my 4 years here. We've had 3 city managers. We've gone through multiple interviews. We know how hard it is to hire a city manager. We've hired people from outside of this community that didn't come in and didn't work out. I know Jay moved with his family. He was a great city manager, but, you know, I've always been praying for someone local, somebody that's invested in the community. And I think Tyler has done an outstanding job of being this interim city manager. He's local. I believe that this board wants to have stability in the city manager's position. And I think with the savings that we have come up with the reorganization of Public Works, we know that even though we're going to give Tyler a certain amount of money more than we did previous city managers, we're still going to save $100,000. So I think that this is a win for the city. I believe that this is going to be a new era for Texarkana, Arkansas, because I know Tyler has got a vision, and I know that he follows through on what he says. And if he don't, he knows I'm going to be up here and be after him. But I'm very appreciative, Tyler, and that's why I support what we're fixing to vote on.
Yeah, I'd like to say that we all had our thoughts on the amount of pay, but it was a consensus that we struck on the 170. The severance pay was, again, I don't think is going to come into play. At least we hope it's not going to come into play. And I think this whole board is delighted to see Tyler, our new city manager, and expect great things to come of it.
Well, I want to tell the citizens of Ward.
Yeah, let's vote on it first.
Well, I do want to tell.
You got a motion and a second. Let's vote.
But I do want to say this right here. We've all looked at those different sections, those different paragraphs, and with careful foresight,
Yes,
very careful foresight,
yes.
we took it all into consideration. And I know our city is ready to move forward. And as you've heard today, we have issues, there's dying issues, housing, a lot of infrastructure issues that we need to move on. And I think we have the right person in place. And we have provisions in there. If we don't have the right person in place, we'll keep moving forward. But I believe we have the right person in place, and we need to turn the lights on here in Texarkana. We need to move forward. And I think we got the right man, right person in place so we can move forward.
And it's also, he doesn't get his old job back without the board first agreeing, right?
Right. We have to agree on that.
All right, anybody else?
Tyler, I've enjoyed working with you as Public Works Director, and I'm looking forward to working with you as City Manager.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Heather, would you call the roll? Oh, the city attorney needs to read the resolution.
Good job.
Whereas the city of Texarkana, Arkansas has conducted a thorough search for a new city manager, and whereas Tyler Richards has been selected to fill the position of city manager, and whereas a contract has been negotiated and has been presented to the board of directors for acceptance. Now therefore be it resolved that the Texarkana Arkansas Board of Directors hereby accepts the contract for Tyler Richards as the new city manager. Pass and approve this 16th day of September, 2024.
So the city attorney has read the resolution. Heather, will you call the roll?
Hollabush,
Yes.
Brewer,
Yes.
Jewell,
Yes.
Roberts,
Yes.
Harris,
No.
Hart.
Yes. And the resolution passes. Congratulations, Tyler Richards, on becoming our new city manager. The next thing that we need to consider is adopting a resolution making an appointment to the Airport Authority, and we have come up with a name of Kyle Bass, and I would entertain a motion to appoint Kyle to the Airport Authority.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Kyle Bass to the Airport Authority.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay. City Attorney, will you read the resolution?
Whereas a vacancy exists on the Texarkana Airport Authority, and whereas it is necessary that an appointment be made to fill the vacant position. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Directors of the City of Texarkana, Arkansas, that the following appointment is hereby approved. Applicant Kyle Bass, term May 14th, 2024 to 2025. Pass and approve this 16th day of September, 2024.
Heather, will you call the roll?
Hollabush,
Yes.
Brewer,
Yes.
Jewell,
Yes.
Roberts,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Hart.
Yes. And Kyle Bass has been appointed to the Airport Authority. Our next meeting is Monday, October 7th at 2024. Hope to see everybody here. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion for adjournment.
Got a motion? Can I get a second?
Second.
Heather, will you call the roll?
Hollabush,
Yes.
Brewer,
Yes.
Jewell,
Yes.
Roberts,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Hart.
And we are adjourned.